Ever pull leftover pasta from the microwave and burn your tongue on a hot chunk of sauce? The pasta is blistering hot after just 2 minutes. Steam rises from the surface in wispy curls. You reach down to grab the ceramic plate underneath. The plate is completely room temperature. The bowl never got hot at all. How is that physically possible? In a regular oven, both the dish and the food would be piping hot. The microwave is breaking a basic kitchen rule. Something completely different is happening inside that metal box. Most people picture a microwave as a tiny conventional oven. They imagine glowing metal coils tucked inside the walls. Those coils would heat the trapped air. The hot air would warm the plate. The plate would warm the food sitting on it. This is how every kitchen oven has worked for a century. So we naturally apply the same mental model to the microwave. But that mental model is completely wrong. The microwave does not produce any hot air at all. The air inside a running microwave stays cool. The heat appears only inside the food itself, never on the dish, never in the air. The microwave oven does not actually produce heat. It produces a form of invisible energy. This energy travels through space in waves. Scientists call them electromagnetic waves. Visible light is also an electromagnetic wave. So is the signal bringing radio music to your car? So are X-rays, Wi-Fi, and the warmth from the sun. They all belong to the same family of energy. The only difference between them is frequency. Frequency means how fast the wave wiggles up and down. It is measured in cycles per second. 1 full cycle per second is called 1 hertz. A kilohertz is 1,000 cycles per second. A megahertz is 1,000,000 cycles per second. A gigahertz is 1,000,000,000 cycles per second. Your microwave oven uses 2.45 gigahertz. That is 2.45 billion wiggles every single second. What is actually wiggling inside the wave is an invisible electric field. An electric field is an invisible force that pushes on electric charges. In an electromagnetic wave, this field is never steady. It grows strong pointing in one direction. Then it shrinks back down to 0. Then it grows strong pointing the opposite way. Then it shrinks back to 0 again. That complete back and forth motion is 1 full cycle. The microwave repeats this cycle billions of times per second. So the field is constantly flipping its direction, forward, backward, endlessly. Faster than any human could ever count. This constant flipping is the heart of the whole heating process. To understand why, we need to look at the water inside your food. A single water molecule contains 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. They bond together in a wide V shape, but the sharing of electrons between them is not fair. Oxygen is much greedier for electrons than hydrogen. It pulls the shared electrons closer to itself. This gives the oxygen end a slight negative electric charge. The 2 hydrogen ends are left with a slight positive charge. So one end of the molecule is negative. The other end is positive. Scientists call this arrangement an electric dipole. Dipole just means 2 poles, like a tiny bar magnet with a north end and a south end, or a small battery with a positive and negative terminal. Every water molecule in your food is a tiny 2-ended battery. Now here is where the magic begins. The flipping electric field inside the microwave grabs these dipoles. It pulls the positive end of each molecule one way. It pulls the negative end the other way. This twisting pull is called torque. The molecule rotates to line up with the field. Then the field flips direction. The molecule rotates the other way to realign. Flip, rotate, billions of times every second. The molecules cannot possibly keep up perfectly with the flipping field, but they whip back and forth as fast as physics allows. Imagine a crowded dance floor packed shoulder to shoulder with people. The DJ suddenly orders the entire crowd to face the left wall, then instantly orders them all to face the right wall. Then the left wall, then the right wall, endlessly. Billions of times per second, the crowd smashes into each other trying to spin around. Each shoulder-to-shoulder bump is a tiny collision. Each collision is friction between molecules. Friction between molecules converts spinning motion into heat. The faster they collide, the hotter things become. This specific physical process has a technical name. It is called dielectric heating. Dielectric is a word for an insulating material. a material whose molecules can be polarized by an electric field. Water is the most common dielectric inside your kitchen food. Fats and sugars are also slightly polar and respond to the field. So the microwave heats moisture, oils, and sugars inside food. The thermal energy is generated right inside the food itself. Not on the surface, not from outside air, from deep within. This is why your pasta gets scorching hot in the center. The plate underneath has no such molecules to spin. Ceramic is mostly dry minerals with non-polar molecules. The flipping field has nothing to twist or grab. The waves pass right through the ceramic dish, like light passing through a clear window. The plate stays cool to the touch. The same is true for plain glass and most plastics. Picture a small compass needle resting on a wooden table. The needle always points toward magnetic north. Now imagine rapidly flipping a strong bar magnet back and forth right next to it. The compass needle spins wildly, trying to keep up with each flip. The flipping magnet in this analogy is the microwave field. The spinning compass needle is a single water molecule. The spinning motion is what eventually becomes heat inside your food. Imagine a ghost that can walk right through brick walls. But this ghost gets tangled up in fishing nets. The microwave energy is the ghost. It easily passes straight through solid walls like your ceramic plate. And it passes through glass bowls and plastic containers. But it gets caught by the nets of water hidden inside your food. The water absorbs the energy and turns it into heat. The dry materials never even notice the waves passing through. Microwaves can only penetrate a few centimeters into food. The outer layers absorb most of the energy first. Heat then conducts slowly toward the cooler center. This is why thick foods need to rest after cooking. The interior finishes heating by conduction while the food sits. That is why microwave instructions always tell you to let it stand. Where do these microwaves actually come from? They come from a small device called a magnetron. The magnetron is a vacuum tube about the size of a fist. Inside the tube, electrons are released from a heated metal cathode. The electrons fly through empty space inside the tube. Powerful permanent magnets surround the outside of the tube. The magnetic field bends the electron paths into tight spirals. As the electrons spiral, they emit electromagnetic energy. That energy comes out at exactly 2.45 gigahertz. A metal waveguide then channels the microwaves into the cooking chamber. The 2.45 gigahertz frequency was not chosen by accident. It is absorbed well by water molecules, fats, and sugars. The metal box around the food acts as a Faraday cage. It reflects microwaves back into the cooking chamber. The mesh in the door keeps the waves trapped inside. But light is a much smaller wavelength, so it passes through the holes. That is why you can see your food through the door. Let us recap the entire process from start to finish. First, the magnetron inside the microwave generates the electromagnetic waves. It produces energy at exactly 2.45 gigahertz, billions of oscillations per second. A metal waveguide channels these waves directly into the cooking chamber. The metal walls form a Faraday cage, bouncing the waves back into the food. These waves carry a rapidly flipping electric field, not heat. Inside your food, water molecules are electric dipoles with positive and negative ends. The flipping field grabs each dipole and forces it to rotate back and forth. The molecules spin wildly, billions of times per second. They smash into their neighbors, generating rapid molecular friction. That friction converts directly into thermal energy, deep inside the food. The heat is generated from within, never from outside air or the dish. Ceramic plates have no polar molecules, so the waves pass straight through them. That is why your pasta gets scorching hot while the bowl stays room temperature. Now you know the complete mechanics behind the microwave oven. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know in the comments if you liked it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.